3, 2, 1!
Hi there guys! Welcome back to my orchid channel, Cars Orchids. Happy to see you. What do we have in front of us? A nice Cattleya bud. Rosy, King of Taiwan. It's a very peculiar spike. You can see it's not so very tall, this cane, in comparison to the other ones. Half or 1/3 of the size of the other ones. Still, the only one trying to create a lovely flower. This one is going to be kind of good sized, this flower, Cattleya flower. I've never seen it in bloom before. It's its first time blooming for me. I think I got it in May or such from Curlin, the plant itself. It's been out on my balcony, overwatered throughout the whole summer in quite cooler temperatures, But I've got a few other Cattleya spikes and buds, which I'm not going to show you guys in this video, since I got a lot of other stuff to show you guys. So I decided to make yet another video with only the Cattleyas in bud. Or maybe in this case, at the time when the video is uploaded, shall be in full bloom, So, now we got something to look forward to, practically speaking. So, let's see what we've got else in bud or bloom, Can you imagine, guys? This beauty is still in bloom. One of the spikes. The other spike, actually, the aphids took. Yeah, I got aphids as well, why not? But I really did spray this orchid for 5 days in a row. She didn't, it didn't do her much harm, except for the very, very affected spike, The flowers, they dropped not long after, but I needed to spray all of the flowers, even these guys, even these flowers, in order to get rid of the aphids. So, but well, these didn't drop. They actually could stand it being sprayed with that fatty solution for so many days in a row. So she's still here. Aliceara, Renaissance White. She's a lovely, lovely orchid, both plant-wise and flower-wise. The size of the flower, it's splendid, I think, amazing. Good thing to have in your collection. Well, that was quick. I barely had time to notice the buds until they were all totally open. One blasted, unfortunately. I think that was my fault. I lent it towards the LED tube there. Or maybe not. Maybe there will be some more. I don't really care. I mean, it likes to be it's already coming out with another one. I notice now, so, well, but I'm not sure. Where's the fragrance in this orchid this time around? Yeah, it's there, but it's kind of faint. Not what one would have expected from a nocturne, from the Nocturnum, really. But it's a healthy, lovely plant, which can, as well, there's another one. Can you see it? Another spike. So, well, I'm not going to grieve over that one, blasting on us, but vigorous. This kind of vigorosity, it's rarely seen. Epidendrum Nocturnum, a warm-growing species. Yeah, all right. Well, you guys, I'm being rewarded quite nicely this autumn. Since everything failed this summer, I need to get something, some reward for all of my effort. But this is the Paphiopedilum Rosy, a hybrid, white flowers, which can create sometimes sequential flowers. A few flowers on the same spike, that is. So, this is a bud starting to form down there. It's a lovely, lovely orchid. And another one here. So, this will be a good blooming. The best blooming, I think, this one had since I got her. I repotted her not so long ago, a couple of months ago. Bark, seashells, perlite, yeah, charcoal. I think it likes a little bit cooler temperatures. So I've got a plan for the future, or well, for the time being, we're already there. We just need to move a couple of orchids and bring some cooler growers into my kitchen area. Yes, since I decided to make my kitchen area a cooler grower's place. I think we're gonna get our first, oh not our first, but I think I'm gonna get my second ever Paphiopedilum spike. And it wasn't on the one I expected, but it's on this one, Paphiopedilum vise super grande. Yeah, a long petal one. I think this is a spike. Should be. Yeah, it's something down there. I can feel. It's a spike. Yeah, it is. It's kind of wet. So, I was a little bit scared, but, that it would rot down there. But, well, we're not there yet, but it's a beginning. The one I thought would be most finicky is, just like always, the most bloom-willing one. It's always happening to me. The species Cattleyas loves to be in bloom in here. Yeah, the species, generally the species likes it in here. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I noticed something else. Inside the cabinet, a first-time bloomer, a spiker, It's my Paphiopedilum Callosum, my rescue plant. Looked like crap around 8 months ago when I decided to repot it and put it in the cabinet. A little bit more humidity, quite a lot of more humidity. So, first time bloomer. I had a couple of years now, so well, it's funny. Yeah. You're at the cooler area. We can see amongst the cables. Don't look at the cables, look at my hand instead. No. Oncidopsis, formerly known as the Burguara Nelly. It's a red variety with a little more oranges spotted lip. The variety I like most. Yeah, it's not withering away. It's still here. Take it its time, bud. There will be flowers. That's nice. And since I kept it outside very long, well, into autumn, late autumn, yeah, I had some chance to get the cooler temperature it needs to induce the flowering spikes. I've also got something else which was accompanying this gal out there on my balcony late this autumn. What's this orchid? Well, most recently it wasn't bloom, but it was the other plant. There are two plants in here. This one was the Barocco Red, overbloomed. They bloomed at the very same time when I got them, so I expected this one, this Oncidopsis on Odontonia. I'm not sure what it was really, but the flower was kind of round-ish, looked like an Oncidium type. Yellow, brown, white, a little bit red. So you can see the flowers on a pop up here. Maybe you can give it an ID. It would be very appreciated. That much I can see. So suddenly it popped up a little spike. That's well. Kind of happy. What do you have in the hallway? It's a new Cymbidium for me. Oh. Let us lift her up and bring her inside kitchen. Well, you guys, this is the very last minute. I can give you a little pop-up. I've had this orchid for 3 days. She's been standing in my hallway. And why is that? Well, I got it for half the price on a discount. Discount I was hoping for. First, I go there on the orchid days, orchid weeks, yeah, and see if I can find anything nice, yeah. And I return in a month's time, and they will have a huge trolley full of discounted orchids. Yeah, that's what happened last year, and that's when I got the blue happiness, Dendrobium Phalaenopsis blue happiness. So that was a real bargain. So yeah, I thought I'd repeat the very same pattern this year. And look what happened. The one I saw, the one I hesitated on buying, and I thought, well, 349 crowns is just about 35 euro. Yeah, or such. A little bit too much, yeah. By then, I didn't really know that I could grow, rebloom my Cymbidium. But I got up there, growing very nicely. I think it's spiking, starting to spike even. So I figured, why not grab this one while it was still available. Yeah, it looks like crap, but it was such a, mild and soft pastel watercolor. Blurry-ish flower. Lovely, lovely color. I like pastel color flowers, so it's not much. Yeah, this one doesn't look much for the word right now, but you can see the picture, yeah. And the plant itself is, of course, a very nice little plant. A little new growth there. Yeah, not so tall, but still tall enough. So now I have 2 Cymbidiums in my collection. No, wasn't any better with flashlight off, so maybe switch on the lights next time, but I'm not gonna redo this recording. So it will make do. Yes. So here's my new Cymbidium. So now you can see she's been open for 2 days. I just wanted her to open up her flowers properly before I filmed it. Very, very deep purple pink. Almost, vinegar color, perhaps. And the striking, shall we say, striking yellow color to the center here. It's noticeable from miles away, almost. So this is the best part of this flower, the center, the yellow center, next to the steep colored edge of the lip here. Well, it's beautifully shaped, but I don't like that they're drooping or as much as they are. I've been trying to stick them up and a bit, but I tied them up a bit, but it didn't really help much. I was afraid to break them. But anyway, around 11, 12, shall we see? 12 centimeters across petals. That's where I normally measure my flowers. A great looking plant. Well, a lot of the species Cattleyas are very, very similar. They have very, very similar looking flowers. So, and of course, she's got a fantastic scent. Quite faint, but it's there. And it's lovely, and I think it's enough. It's need to be striking. So, I'm happy for her. I think she's, as I said before, she's going to be reliable. This one I won at the lottery last weekend. At our Orchid Society meeting. The Phalaenopsis, Yapun Good Boy times Berliner Rolf. You can see, and you can tell that its foliage resembles the Berliners. Lovely colored leaves, quite rounded and white. Yes. But you see these 2 flowers are a bit different from each other. I mean, you can see the golden veinings to this one. Which this bloom is like an ounce, so and it's got a scent. I don't really fancy its scent, but it's there. Some people might like it, but I don't. And there's another little bloom there, so it's all right. let's jump over to this orchid. I got it at the orchid show in Lund on the 2nd of September, and it's been in bloom ever since. Phalaenopsis speciosa times equestris. I like the equestris flowers. They're very, very delicate. Look at this one, sequential, indeed. It just keeps on, I mean, yeah, it's only sticking around now. Just when I thought it would be overbloomed, it started all over again with another little spike there to the middle. And all the overbloomed spikes are, yeah, they are coming to life again, as you can see. Here. And there. You can tell. Let's focus. And this one, of course. This one with a very, very distinctive scent. Licorice. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the salty candy, you know. It's a very beautiful one, I think. Well, the more I look, the more I see. Crazily good development, yeah. That's what happens when you have a lot of orchids. Well. This is my Oncidium excavatum. Excavator? No. I got it from Curling. Yeah. Curling Orchideen. Or is it? Whatever. Curling. Some time ago. I think last week. I'm not sure. Some time ago. Yes, I did. I really did. But, look, I thought about selling this orchid when it started to look a bit better, yeah. I never thought this cooler growing orchid would spike for me. Not ever, yeah. And I've had it outside on my balcony throughout the whole ugly summer we had in Sweden this year. I mean, it's really been cold, rainy as heck, yeah. And I brought it inside for about 1 month ago. Yes. And I read about it. I was a little bit surprised that it never tried to spike for me. So I read a little bit more about it, about what kind of conditions it needs to be spiking. And yeah, I found the information that it was cooler grower. So I thought, I give this orchid away somehow. But anyway, 2 spikes. And they've only been there for a week or a couple of days' time since the last watering, which occurred last week, I think. So, yeah. I was a bit surprised that this huge new growth didn't perform. But I don't need to be surprised anymore. I think I need to be happy. So, this orchid shall stay. Now at least I know how to grow it. And I lowered the temperature in my living room, where it stays. 19.6 degrees Celsius. Yeah, seems to do the trick for a couple of orchids in here. So, that was fun. Here we are, a couple of weeks later. Some time later. Look at the Excavatum. Its spikes are, 2 spikes are at least 1 meter tall. That I didn't expect, really. It's really taken its time to develop, but and it's even capable of branching out to the side. So that was a nice surprise. So yeah, there will be a bit more full. Yes. Very funny to have that orchid in my collection, I think. Well, what do we have here? It's the Lavesiae, Dendrobium lavesiae from Orchids and More, or last month, I believe, in October or September, yeah, something like that. And I noticed a little nubbin at the end of this leafless cane when it arrived, so it's not due to my care, this little reward, but it's there, and it's only 1 flower. So now you guys have a little hint on what a Lavesii flower will look like. I don't know if it's scented. I don't feel anything. I cannot feel any scent, so I'm not sure. Maybe in better light, or maybe at some other point, hour throughout the day, it will be scented. I mean, orchids works in mysterious ways sometimes. Sometimes an orchid can stay unscented for a few years until you spot it at the very right hour after it's been receiving a good amount of light or such. And then it will all of a sudden be scented. And you'll be surprised. But anyway, Lavesii, looking kind of great in the cabinet, needs a lot of humidity. I've had this species before, so I know that it really demands a lot of humidity for its leaves to look great. But anyway, that was that blooming. What do you say, guys? It's the Callosum. Thedcarchiara after dark. A 3-road cross. Yeah, you know Ara. Yeah, cross between 3 different orchid types of orchids, perhaps. Yeah. Well, Thedcarchiara after dark Sunset Valley orchids from the orchid garden. Last, I think, 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago. Well, I saw this little nubbin earlier this season. I mean, earlier this year, yeah. But I didn't think any further of it. I mean, I don't bloom my Cattleyas type orchids well. I don't have many anymore. I think that's the reason why I got rid of a lot of them, and some rotted, and I sold a few, and I gave away a few and stuff, but I don't have so many left. I'm thinking about putting them in a either a shoe box to keep them dry, prevent them from rotting, the pseudobulbs, which often happens when they're being kept in a far too humid condition throughout their winter resting period, dormant period. So that can easily happen. So I'm not sure that it's very wise to keep them in medium. But anyway, let's talk about this gal. This should be a flower spike. It's far too early to start to create another new growth. She's quite late. I think she's quite late. It comes up late, yeah. And she grows on very well, just like her cousin After Dark Black Pearl, which hasn't bloomed for me for 5 years, so, but I'm not giving up on that orchid. Maybe this is due to the care at the nursery, but I mean, it was about 1.5 years ago, so, I mean, maybe she likes it more in here than my Black Pearl does, so. Yeah, this one should be a beginning of a spike. So this time of the year, November and December, is the flowering period, so. Yeah, fingers crossed for this one. Yay. Cymbidiums. Well, I believe we'll end this Bloom Spark session with my quite recent purchase. I added on this orchid as a short video with a query on getting its ID. There should be an ID. I want an ID to write down in my folder on this particular orchids page. Yay. Yeah, the spike is open. Yeah, it's opening up properly. But the best thing about this orchid is the scent, as I said. So, I love her. And here you can see the suggestions on an ID for it I've got. Thank you so much for the help. Healthy orchid with a lovely fat pseudobulb. I will repot it, as I said, in a short bit after it finishes blooming. Well, I'm not hoping for it to be having a short blooming period, but yeah, you know what I mean. Directly afterwards, that is, shall be repotted. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this Bloom is Back video. Hope you return to this channel later on for some other updates and other kind of types of videos. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, we should talk soon. Take care. Bye bye.